Okay. Now, why do I say it's the story of Cain? If you go back to 26 of the same Surah 5, God said, therefore, will the land be out of the reach of the 40 years in destruction? Will they wander through the land? But sorrow thou not for these rebellious people. The jealousy of Cain. This is the verse detailed explanation of what the whole chapter is about. The jealousy of Cain against Abel, which led to the murder of innocent Abel, is the type of the jealousy between the people of the book and their younger brethren in Islam. Jealousy leads to envy and murder. Such crimes against individuals are often crimes against whole people. There are men who are ready to catch up every lie told against a just man. The just man shall not grieve, for that is their way. Now, so if it suggests here that it is something about Cain and Abel, so at least that's God. And if we continue from 31, it says, then God sent a raven who scratched the ground. Okay. To show him how to hide the shame of his brother. Woe is me, said he, was I not even able to be as this raven and to hide the shame of my brother? Then he became full of regrets. Maybe he's saying he couldn't bury his own brother. And he regretted. Now, on that account, we ordain for the children of Israel that if anyone slew a person, unless it be for murder of the spreading mischief in the land, it would be as if he slew the whole people. And if anyone saved a life, it would be as if he saved the life of the whole people. Then, although there came to them our apostles with clear signs, yet even after that, many of them continued to commit excesses in the land. 33. The punishment of those who wage war against God and his apostle and strive with might and main for mischief through the land is execution or crucifixion. Now, they are relating the way of Adam and Cain and Abel issue as a means of advice to the Jews, especially Israel, like through Muhammad, advice to Israel, like if anybody was to kill anybody, how they have to relate it to see what happened to Cain in that regard. And it's because of that people, through envy, end up murdering people. So most of the Islamic murdering, or most of murdering of whatever faith, it's like more or less envy comes into play. Because of envy, people strive to do so many things. So that is something that it's only through envy that Cain did what he did. And truly, that is what the book is suggesting. That is what is being suggested. But at the end of the day, the book agrees by the death of Cain. Cain killed his brother, and the Bible also agrees the same thing. Are they not Abraham's, storyline, or Abraham's followers? Are they not also coming from Abraham's background? I mean, tell me, they all have the same line of belief or line of storyline, which tallies in so many ways. If you read the story of Joseph, here in Surah, reading the books of 495, the suggestion of Quran book telling you to reject falsehood. So all the Quran people, or people who are following the Quran, will have to reject falsehood, including Christianity. As far as they're concerned, it's false. So if you read this thing in your world or in your religion, you tend to follow what your religion advice has become. It does not become a general thing for everybody. Just for what your religion has told you. That is what this means to an Islamic person. And I'll tell you some of the suggestions of how they have to hold on to this as a true word, sacred word of their God. And nothing can change their mind on that. It says from where? Is it? Notes 11 from 11 to 70. It says in the book of Surah X, which is 10. Is it 10 is X, yeah. If God were to hasten for men the ill they have earned, as they would fain hasten on the hasten on the good, they would their respite be settled at once. Their respects be settled at once. But we leave those who rest not their hope on their meeting with us in their trespasses, wandering in distraction to and fro. When trouble toucheth a man, he crieth unto us in all past postures, lying down on his side, or sitting, or standing. But when we have solved his trouble, he passeth on his way as if he had never cried to us. For a trouble that touched him does do the deeds of transgressors seem fair in their eyes. It is a whole chapter of, according to the writer, revealing how to sort of, let's say, be able to sort of reject evil in every sense. Now, the Quran is now the one teaching how evil must be rejected, believe it or not. And if the Quran teaches for one to sort of see how to sort of reject falsehood, why would people who become Islamic ever in their life look elsewhere or try to give away their hope that they have in their book and do something else? The book has advised them, they believe it's God's word, all authority from God. Why would they think something else? No way. So this is some of the things that the book suggests. In Surah 10, Yunus continued, the truth of God must not be shut out of our souls. Revelations and prophets are sent to teach us. We must accept them and reject falsehood. This is from the Quran. No? It's not me making these things up. If you go to